Good evening, folks. The team news is in for tonight's game at Livingston. The headlines are there are 6 changes from the team that faced Livingston at Celtic Park on Saturday. Out go Hazard, Ralston, Laxalt, Frimpong, Rogic and Johnston. And in come Barkas, Ajer, Taylor, Christie, Elyounoussi and Lee Griffiths. A much more familiar look to the team tonight, obviously, as you would expect, with the first team players coming back from the 10 days isolation period. The other big news is that Odsonne Edouard isn't in the squad at all, neither is Olivier Ntcham. I think the rumour was that Olivier Ntcham might have been the other positive test that was confirmed on Monday there. I don't know if the club have officially confirmed that, but you would have expected Edouard to be in the squad tonight. So that will fuel the conspiracy theories about who's got the other positive test. And if it is Ntcham, could Edouard have to extend his isolation? Who knows? So the team in full is Barkas. In goals, Ajer, Beaton, Duffy, Taylor. In midfield, it's Soro, McGregor, Christie, Turnbull and Elyounoussi and Lee Griffiths up front. Get your questions and your comments in the live chat box below. What do you think the formation is going to be? That's the big thing that jumps out to me. Is it going to be 4-2-3-1 with Lee Griffiths up top on his own? Or do you think it's going to be more like the 4-4-2 diamond that we saw? That would obviously mean that Elyounoussi will be playing up alongside Lee Griffiths, you would think. It could be either. I think it's definitely going to more likely to be 4-2-3-1. Paul Clementi's saying back to 4-2-3-1. I think that's definitely most likely. At centre half, I touched on before the game as well. JP's saying Duffy in a plastic pitch, what could possibly go wrong? I talked about that in the starting 11 prediction. The partnership between Beaton and Duffy didn't exactly cover itself in glory on Saturday against Livingston. I know we kept a clean sheet, but there was a couple of shaky moments. So they're going to have to be a lot better tonight. We know there's mistakes in both of them. We've seen it all season. So we do need a much better performance for them. And I think the whole team tonight, with the first team guys coming back in, the guys who were isolating coming back into the team, I think we've got to see more drive, more aggression for the team. Regardless of what's happening off the pitch, everything that's went on off the pitch this season and the position the team finds itself in, they've still got to go and put in performances and try and repair this situation as best they can, try and finish the season as strongly as they can. We don't know whether there's going to be any changes in the dugout. We don't know what the outcome of this review is going to be whenever we eventually find out about it this month, but the players out in the park are still playing for Celtic. They still have to go and put in effort, passion and some sort of level of performance, because I think in the games against Hibs and Livingston, they looked a wee bit disillusioned. They looked a wee bit defeated, resigned to the situation with the fallout for Dubai and stuff. So I think we've got to see a much better performance on all fronts tonight. Taylor's back in. I thought that would happen as well. Laxalt's dropped to the bench. He's not really been brilliant, Laxalt. We've talked about this on numerous occasions in the last few weeks with the discussions about a permanent move and stuff. I don't think he's quite done enough to justify that. And with the plastic pitch tonight, I thought Taylor would come back in and he has done. So that's the headlines for the team news. I think it's going to be interesting to see if it is going to be Elyounoussi up alongside Griffiths or if it is 4-2-3-1, as I would expect to see Griffiths up top alone. He hasn't played up top on his own for a long time, I think. Back to obviously the Dyla days where he scored 40 goals in that season. He was up top on his own for most of that. But in the last year or so, when we've seen him, it's mostly been with Edouard. So a big performance needed for Lee Griffiths tonight. And as I say, this is going to be a tough game for us. We saw what Livingston were all about on Saturday there. High energy, pressing us a lot more than they maybe would have done under Gary Holt previously, but David Martindale's got them playing really well. And to be honest, they've been a bit of a bogey team for us in recent seasons. We've won 2 of the last 7 meetings against Livingston, so it's going to be difficult. We know what that pitch is like, but I definitely think we're due a much better performance than we did get on Saturday. That's it. Enjoy the game. Like this video, comment with your own thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already as well. We'll be back after the game. The live full-time reaction, as always. Tonight I've got Kenny and Martin joining me. So don't miss that and enjoy the game. Cheers.